This is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
On a Wednesday. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome along. It's Wednesday, the 12th of August, 2020. Morning. Good morning on yet another hot day ahead of us, boys and girls. Hot again last night. I don't know how well some of you slept, but once again, I don't think I've ever had the air conditioning on so many days in a row, or so many nights in a row, more like. But a couple of times, got up to go for a wee, and I opened my bedroom door and I thought, gosh, it's warm out here. You know, it's nice and cool and freezing cold in my bedroom. I was snuggled up under my duvet. Under my duvet. So last night hot, of course, yesterday hot. They were saying that we were going to have a little bit of a thunderstorm yesterday at about 3 o'clock, according to the weather, but nothing, not a drop of rain at all. They're staying the same the day. I think about tonight, I think they were saying. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look at my BBC weather app. One moment, please. Have you got this? BBC weather? Which is usually wrong anyway, but there we are. Sun, 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 sun. Oh, 3 o'clock. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, according to this, lightning from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That whole time. And then it says lightning and sunshine between 8 all day. I mean, look, that's tomorrow. Look, all those little, see the little blue bits? That's lightning things. Where's today's one? Here's today's. Look, sunshine. Sun, sun, sun. Bring me sunshine. Bring me smiles. Bring me laughter. And then at about 3 o'clock, it reckons we might have some lightning and sunshine at the same time. Well, I've never seen that before. I think they just cover themselves so that they, in the hope, if they mention everything, something's got to be right, isn't it? But no thunderstorms last night. I'm trying a new setting, which I've just discovered on my YouTube thing. Oh, good morning, Adam the Plumber. Sending a £1.99 super chat already. Thank you, Adam. Thank you to Adam the Plumber for the £1.99. I tell you what we'll do. I was going to do this anyway, and you've kind of beat me to it. We've got our new hats have arrived. These are navy blue hats. Okay, these are navy blue hats, these ones. They look black. Perhaps if I can... Yeah, there you go. All right, so they're navy blue. All right, there's a little picture. Says the UK lockdown on there. We're going to put one of those on the super chat for next week, but we'll start it today because it's only a day earlier, isn't it? All right, so we'll do that for next week, and I'll give you a couple of raffle tickets now for that. Is Peter might want... Anyway, let's have a look there. 946 and 947 for Adam the Plumber for that kind. I know you didn't expect that, but I was going to do that anyway, Adam. So there we are. Adam the Plumber, 2 tickets for you, darling. Adam the Plumber. Okay, 946 and 947. Every time you send me a £1 tip, I will give you a free raffle ticket, okay? And the stickers as well. So there we are. 2 tickets for you, and you're the only 2 tickets in there. Perhaps you'll be the only 2 tickets right the way through until next Thursday. I do not know. Wouldn't that be strange and mysterious? I think that would be very strange. Oh, it jumped. Did you hear that? It jumped. That'd be very strange and mysterious. We like it when things are strange and very, very mysterious. So I think I got carried away then with the fact that someone just gave me a £2 tip. So there we are. So that's the... where's that gone? There we go. Super chat prize for next Thursday, which starts today, all right? There we are. Put that there. Went on my usual walk yesterday. Very, very hot. I've kind of got a route now that I'm starting to sort of almost stick to, because I know that route takes me about 7,500 steps. And I managed to achieve my 10,000 steps yesterday, which I was pleased about. First of all, that walk in the afternoon, come back here very, very hot and sticky. And then again last night, I went out last night for a walk after the quiz. Now, why was that? Oh, I went to post off Maureen's pen. Maureen won a pen last night at the quiz. So I went to post that last night. And then when I looked at that, that was an extra 2,000 steps to and from the post box. So that made up the 10,000. So I'm quite pleased I managed to achieve that yesterday. I noticed that my neighbour Not the one next door to me, the one 2 doors down. Television Tim. We call him Television Tim because he was on one of those programmes. He's like a traffic officer. You know the ones on the motorway that help you? I don't think they prosecute. I'm not sure, but I think they help you if you break down. He's one of those. And he's been on the telly quite a few times, actually, on one of those programmes on there. So we call him Television Tim. Oh, yeah, where this little row of houses, it's like the Hollywood of Bracknell, really. It really is. There's me, international television personality. There's Television Tim, 2 doors down. And, of course, Babe Station Pearl. You know, all big celebrities. It really is. This little road here is like the Hollywood. It's like the Hollywood of Bracknell. And you do often see coaches coming up and down and people getting out and taking pictures of our homes and that. You know, sometimes you get a little ring on the door, but you would just ignore that because you don't really want to meet people, you know. I think there's something very creepy about wanting to meet people, don't you? Oh, there was a story in the... I didn't really want to do this because it's a bit much for the morning, but they were saying this story, I think it was in the Daily Express possibly, if you want to do it anymore with someone that you don't really know, you know, you're supposed to wear a mask and not kiss them. Not quite sure how that works, but there we are. That was a story. I just wanted to touch on that as we got onto the subject of meeting people at that point and touching. People touching you that you don't know and grabbing you know. See if they're grabbing you. Can I have a kiss? No, go away. No, you can't have a kiss. Don't want those nasty lips around me. Anyway, so my neighbour, 2 doors down, I think they had trouble growing grass outside their front. It's only a very small front garden, same as what I've got here. Anyway, so they dug out this bush and the bit of grass that was sort of struggling around it, and they made all like so it's just earth on there, and they put wild flowers on there, just sprinkled a load of wild flower seeds, and they're all coming up. It's lovely, all these little flowers. And the wonderful thing is, I think you buy wildflower mix, don't you? I tried it myself here. For some reason, it didn't work here too well. But on the other hand, I think I kept pulling them up because I thought they were weeds. And the weeds were actually probably the wildflowers that I'd sprinkled down. But he's done it. And it's lovely. All these little wildflowers are coming up. And the beauty is you don't really know what's going to come up. You know? Ever so pretty. See if I can get a photo. I'll have to ask permission of that. Talking of photos, I have today one video to show you and 2 photos. 2 photos and 1 video to show you today, boys and girls. And for that, how many have we got now? 26. Let's ask for a nice round 20 likes. Let's have 20 likes for the video and the 2 photos that someone sent in today, okay? We will require 20 likes for those. We've already got 12, so only another 8 likes. How'd you do a like? You hit the little thumbs up button, which is underneath the YouTube screen, or if you're on a phone. I'm not quite sure what you do on a phone. I think it's the same thing. There's a little thumbs up. Just click it, and that gives me a like. All right, so thank you very much. Helps with the YouTube algorithms. So I don't know about that wildflower thing. Of course, it's the preparation, you know. When you do something like that, first of all, you've got to remove the bit of grass painfully trying to grow on the top there. And then you can't just chuck them down. You've got to, like, make the earth all loose on top with rakes and things like that. So a little bit of effort required there. But the actual wildflower look, I quite like it. Yeah, you just sprinkle those seeds down and see what comes up there. So that's that. The quiz last night went very well, I have to say. We had Central Station tuning in. That's the pub that I was doing the karaoke at on Mondays and Saturdays. We have no idea when that will come back. I would be very, very surprised if it came back before Christmas, let alone Easter next year. That's what I personally think. If you look at that R rate, if you look at the rate of infections now, it's starting to go up again. Albeit I keep an eye on the news and that, albeit much, much slower than it did last time. But nevertheless, it's on the way up again. I honestly can't see karaoke happening anywhere really, unless you do it outside until next year. Really, I'll be very, very surprised if anything happened before Christmas. More likely Easter next year. That's what I reckon. But remains to be seen, doesn't it? So they can't really have any entertainment, so they've started playing the quiz. Last night they started playing the quiz in the pub, and they had 7 teams altogether. 2 of those teams were staff members, so really 5 teams from came to play the quiz last night, and they had me on the tellies in there. Slight difference in there, in that they had someone walking around checking that no one was cheating, because they had 2. They had a bar tab to give away. I thought they were giving 2 £10 ones away, but it was a £20 bar tab that they gave away last night, and Johnny won that. And it worked very well. So I'm quite pleased that we could help out in some way there, because they've been good to me over the years. Very, very good to me over the years in that place. I've been there about 5 years now. It's nice to have sort of, another spoke to your wheel, in it, doing something like that. Good. And they'll be doing that again next week. So if you fancy a drink, perhaps a little meal out, sitting there, they've got a nice garden there as well. Then pop along to Central Station next Tuesday night, sort of around about 7:30. Get yourself a seat in there or a table. I don't know if you have to book a table or not. Go down there and you can play the quiz with other people as well in there. All right. After the show last night, as I say, I ordered some stamps. I keep running out of stamps. It's the large letter stamps I keep running out of. Blooming things they are. So I've ordered some more stamps, and then put Maureen's prize in an envelope and took that down to the post box. Ordered my sister's birthday present. She wants a smart Fitbit watch thing for birthday. She sent me the exact link of the one that she desired for her birthday, so that's ordered. That should be coming today. I've just got a message on my Amazon device telling me a shipment will arrive today, including smartwatch. She announces proudly. That bloke's loaded now, isn't he? The Amazon bloke, isn't he? Hey? Absolutely loaded. And they only used to sell paperback books, didn't they? Amazon started off in a little shed or something, didn't it? Look at it now. Amazing what that bloke's achieved. Everyone, he's got so much money. Yeah, but he's blooming well worked for it. I don't really have time for people that have, just come from nowhere and taken someone's job and immediately is on £200,000. But I have enormous respect from someone who took a risk. Took a risk, opened up a little thing in a shed and built on it really quickly, and is now, is he a billionaire or something like that? Amazing, really, what the Amazon bloke has done. In fact, that's the sort of question we've got for next week, Was it him? Oh, no, next week I'm going to ask you. Tim Cook has recently moved into the Billionaire Club. What company is he chief executive of? There you are. It's one of the questions for next week. We're always tip you off throughout the daytime show. Sure, you have a slight advantage. The only reason for that is there's no prize. You can't win anything. You got no point in cheating. So that was that. And then after that, I watched Holby. Spoiler alert. Warning. Just a minute. Spoiler alert, boys and girls. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it yet, now I have to say this, because Mick Davenport sat there moaning away last week. Oh, God, don't he moan? Oh, my Lord, he moans and moans. Oh, please don't tell us. We haven't watched it yet. But I'm going to tell you now. But when I finish telling you, I will wave frantically at the camera like that, so that you know when to turn your sound back on. Oh, please don't tell us, please. Right, I'm going to tell you now what happened in Holby, and I will wave like that when I've finished, okay? So here we go. So Holby City has been running this story about this ever such a nice member of staff, Essie, who got cancer some time ago, and she's been having all the treatment and all this, that and the other, and it hasn't worked. She was also looking after a little girl, little toddler or baby? Little toddler girl, because the toddler's girl's mum is a drug addict. So she's been looking after her. But she's got the cancer. She's had all the treatment. It's not working. She's now on the palliative care. She was also having in love with, what's his name? Oh, the bloke with the flowery shirt. Such a wonderful bloke. Sasha, who is a wonderful, wonderful man. He's a doctor at the hospital, and it's been on and off for a while. And eventually, they want to get married. They want to get married and it was all arranged, but she's decided that she wants to move the wedding all the way forward to now, right? She's now in the hospital, in a bed, having a palliative care. She wants to get married now. Palliative care. She wants to get married now. Okay? So all the wedding is arranged. They've booked out the chapel, which is within the hospital. Most hospitals you'll find have a multi-faith chapel, you know. So whatever your religion, you just go and use that room. And everyone respects everyone else. And that's great. That's how it should, which is how it should damn well be in the world, right? And on the day, it's all been decorated, material hanging around. Sasha is one of the Jewish bloke. So he gets a rabbi in, and they're about to do the wedding. They got the guests in. The guests are standing there, and then S's colleague, who is also a close friend, goes and gets her. She has all her hair done. She's got a nice dress on and all this business, but she's in a wheelchair now, and he's pushing her down, and she looks so happy. She looks so happy while she's being pushed along in this wheelchair, and the bloke's talking, and she's talking back to him, and then it cuts to another scene of something else. Yeah, someone else is having an operation. Another member of Holby is having an operation on a brain. Right? There's two really powerful stories going on at the same time here, and then it cuts back. And it cuts back onto the bloke pushing the wheelchair onto his face. And he says something, right? And he's pushing her along. He says something. Essie? Essie? And there's no answer. Oh, shut. That's funny, isn't it? He's calling her Essie. Anyway, he stops the wheelchair and says, "Are you all right?" She's died. She's died on the way. She's died on the way to the chapel. And my God, I burst into tears, didn't I? Oh, it was so sad. Because the way the story was going, it looked like Rick Griffin, who was the consultant who was in the operating theatre, it looked like he was going to die. But it wasn't. No, she died on her way to the to the wedding, which was literally a few feet in front of her, the door. And of course, the bloke had to go in and tell the other one, "Oh, it was awful, awful, so sad." I think I'm going to have a break here too. I can't cope. So there we are. That's what happened in Holby. Just a minute. Let me wave at Mick because he just moan again. He gets on my bleeding nerves. He does. There you are, Mick. All right, are you back now, Mick? Welcome back to the show, Mick. So that was Holby City. Please watch that. And here's the bad news. It's off air for a while now. Oh, no. No more Holby City on Tuesday. What am I supposed to do? No Holby. In the Daily Star. Holby City fans are devastated as the show announces a break after running out of episodes. Now, I thought this happened a while ago, but it seems not. What they did was took a break. They've actually run out of episodes. There's no more in the can. It says that Holby City bosses have announced that Tuesday's instalment yesterday of the popular medical drama was the last one for a while, as the soap, I wouldn't consider it a soap, has run out of episodes amid lockdown. This is terrible news. Terrible news. Holby City revealed earlier today that tonight's episode was the last one for a while. Fans have been left gutted after hearing the news that their beloved medical drama is going off air due to running out of episodes amid lockdown. The BBC show's official Twitter shared a statement with their 61.7k followers. I'm one of them. I can only dream. I think I might have about 200 followers on Twitter. It's better than nothing, isn't it? Following the disappointing news, it said we'll be off air for a while after tonight's episode, but we're already filming again and we'll be back later in the year, adding a blue heart at the end of their tweet. Viewers were left devastated after the news and flooded Twitter with posts. So there we are. One said, "No, what? No, Holby. I can't. I can cope with masks. I can cope with social distancing, but I cannot cope without Holby." While another wrote, "I can't believe it," with a crying emoji. I don't need to put an emoji. I will actually cry on the Twitter feed. A third added, what? No, don't do this to us. How long is the break? And it goes on. So that's and it says tonight's jaw-dropping episode, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, in case you haven't watched it yet, I've told you what's going to happen in it. But you see, then it tells you the story. Now this came out yet. When did this come out? 1 minute. This came out yesterday at 8:30. Okay, so this came out yesterday at 8:30, which would have been before, slightly before the story took place, which isn't too bad. I would always advise, if you ever see something which tells you what's going to happen in your favourite TV programme or film, like a James Bond thing or something like that, then don't read it. Don't read it because it spoils it. It spoils it. We like to sit there and watch. What is the point of a paper? It prints it, obviously, to get readers, you know. It prints the story before you've actually seen it. And I think that's horrible, that. I really think that's dreadful. But never mind. So that's Holby. Okay? Now, I'm just trying a different setting on my YouTube streaming thing today. Now, it says something to do with latency. Now I can't even find where it is now. Where is it? Oh, it's disappeared. Now that we've started, I can't see the setting. Which is a bit annoying, really. It doesn't say now, does it? Okay. But there were 3 settings there, and I've tried another setting which says ultra low latency for instant. I can't remember what it said now, but I have a feeling it might speed up the way your messages get to me. Not so bothered about the chat show, but for the bingo, this could be quite useful. Now, do any of you have one of those radio clocks? That is a clock that you put the battery in and it sets itself and always keeps the correct time. Do any of you have one of those at all, I wonder? If so, just put yes up there and we can just try something out if you don't mind. Okay, right, let's read a couple of your messages out and say hello to some people today. Good morning to Mr. Jason Hughes. Oh, thank you for the likes. We'll show you the pictures in a moment or two. All right, hello to Jason Hughes, Mandy Davenport, Diane Jebb. Good morning, Diane. Daniel Woodhouse has had a good breakfast this morning. The works and her boiled water. Boiled water for breakfast? What a strange thing to have. No tea bag. Have you run out of tea? I can send you a couple of tea bags if you're that desperate, Daniel. Worry not, my dear. Morning to Mandy Davenport, Denise Andrews. Greetings, Earthlings. Denise Andrews, head of animal welfare and ducks on this channel. Good morning to the delightful Danny Gibbs. Morning, Danny. Hoping to go up and see him in Cleethorpes at some point in a few weeks' time. Not right now, Danny, for reasons we discussed on the phone, but hopefully soon I will come up and see you. Okay. Hello to Gary Davidson, Joe Woodruff. Hello, Joe. All right, my love. Jason Hughes, Peter Paliwoda. It was indeed very hot last night, Peter. Do you have a fan in your bedroom or something like that? Be quite nice to have. You've got to have something, haven't you? Eh? Adam the plumber. There he is. Today he's in sunny Bognor Regis. God, it's years since I went there, Adam. Bognor Regis, well, you know where I used to go on holiday, to Bracklesham Bay, which is just a little bit further along, and you go through the Witterings, West Wittering. It's a beautiful part. Well, it was years ago. I don't know what it's like down there now. Joe's just down the road from Bognor. There you go. You could go and visit Joe. Have a little cup of tea or something like that. Where is the... Mark Bowles, good morning, Mark Bowles. Hello to John Aitken. Greetings to John Aitken. Tony King, good morning, young Tony. There's our lovely Mari Lowe. The 2 pictures are from Mari. She sent in a couple of pictures today. Fran Green, welcome back, Fran. Fran is in the house, our friend Fran. Scrolling. Hollywood of Bracknell. This is the Hollywood of Bracknell, Danny. It is. All the stars live in these rows of houses. Me, of course, being the biggest one. At least fat-wise I am, I think, at the moment. Hello to Village Idiot. Who's Village Idiot? Hello there. Drank too much. For a minute you were echoing and had evil sounding laughter. What, me? I quite like evil sounding laughter, don't you? Vincent Price, of course, was the king of horror films. Him and Peter Cushing. Used to love him. I think one of my favourite horror films of all time are Dr. Phibes and Dr. Phibes Rises Again. That's really old. And it's set in this big old house with an organ and a river going through it. Do you remember it? Dr. Phibes. I think you can get that on DVD. And Friday the 13th, Part 1. They're my best favourite horror films of all time. Frightening there. Shirt's a bit plain today. Yeah, but made up by the jacket. You know, it's made up by the jacket, John. Mark. Not that you'd have to worry because if you were around here, I wouldn't have anything on, my love. Morning to Mike Reese Ponto. Peter's a good neighbour. He's got, I'm a good neighbour, armchair Clarky. I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't know what that means, Peter. Try that again. Scroll down. Adam's back on Slimming World after my first weigh-in. Is put on 1 stone and 6 pounds in 5 months. Do you know, I think that's almost identical to what I've put on, Adam. Actually, £1, 6 or 7 pounds. I think you're exactly the same as me, the same amount we've put on. Good morning to John Parrish, who's doing washing today in the caravan. Do you have your own washing machine there, John? I know quite a lot of people, they usually put it in a shed. They've got washing machines installed in sheds and things like that or next to the caravan in their people who've got caravans. I don't have one myself. I mean, it's a different. If you decide to move in there for the whole of the summer, I would presume you'd have to do something like that. I suppose my sister would probably do mine, but I wouldn't put that on her. That's taking the mick. That is. I'd have a washing machine put in, but yeah, I can understand why you'd do something like that. Did the pub get an increase in trade last night? Said Peter. Yes, they did. They said those people wouldn't have been in there if the quiz wasn't there. So good on them. Good on them there. Good morning to Paul and Lou. Morning to Paul and Lou today. Right. Ashely Yeo. Good morning, Ashely. Now, is it your birthday today, Ashely? Just a moment. Let me double check on this. It is. I thought it was. It's Ashley's birthday today. Therefore, they get preferential treatment by having the birthday song personally sung to them as they're with us live this morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ashely. Happy birthday to you. All right, Ash. I'll stick you at the end with everyone else, but always, if someone's with us live and it's their birthday, they get preferential treatment. Yeah. Happy birthday, Ashely. Are you doing anything exciting? Bit difficult going out anywhere or doing anything, isn't it? Or something like that. Oh, you have a nice time. Do let us know if you're doing anything, and I'll read that out there, my love, all right? Good morning to Michael Lawrence. Hello to you. Hello to Rachel Wheatland. Good morning to Rachel Wheatland. Scrolling. Sherry DMP. Sherry's on a weight loss thing as well, aren't you, my love? She's got some weight loss videos coming out. She's trying to lose a bit of weight. Not that you need to. I've got to say, I've seen pictures of you. You don't look big to me. But if you're not happy, you do something about it. Top marks. I need to do something about it as well. The large bag of crisps didn't help last night between getting up and doing the quiz, I must say. Let's have a look there. Scrolling. There we are. Right. 3. Village Idiot. Friday the 13th. One of my favourites. The original one, yeah? It's the bit where someone comes flying through the window that gets me. You know when they're in the kitchen and they've just done naughties. And then his hand comes out. He lays back, doesn't he, on the bed. all happy with himself. And this hand comes over like that, and a spear comes through his neck. But it's the one where they go into the kitchen and they're looking out the window, and I can't remember what they're doing now, and this body just flies through the window. I love it. Friday the 13th, one of my favourite ones there. Ashley's going fishing with the dad today, so have a nice time. Very nice and peaceful fishing. I've never done it myself, to be honest, Ash. Never been fishing, but to sit there nice and quiet and peaceful and just wait. You know, it's a lovely, it seems to be like a very relaxing thing to do. Golf is quite relaxing as well, isn't it? People who play golf seem to be sort of fairly, you know, on a level, so to speak. Thank you, Sherry. Badly needs to lose belly fat and bingo wings and more. Well, that's where mine is, the belly, you know. I found this muscle yesterday. I don't know where that's come from. Really? Strange, isn't it? I don't usually have muscles like that, strangely enough. Tony King's got a radio-controlled clock. Okay, Tony, you are the one then. We are the one. We are the children. Right, radio-controlled clock. Can you get your clock and tell me how different it is to mine? Not that one. That's not a radio one. This one here. This radio clock here, let me show you. Right. Morning, Maureen. She's got a radio clock. Picture quality not good today. Picture keeps freezing. Now, you had a problem last night, though, didn't you? I don't think that's anything I've done this end. You might have a problem with your internet speed. I've got a feeling you've got a problem with the internet speed. Has anyone else got a problem this morning? Please let me know. But, yes, there we are. Tony, can you have a look at that and tell me how different is your time to mine? It'd probably be about 10 seconds, I would imagine. That is the exact time at the moment. Do you know what? I should do this on bingo night. That is a radio-controlled clock giving the precise time. I'll just wait and see if we can get a message back from Tony to see how much different it was. Okay, Michael Pullman was heading to the doctor's. What was that? As we have a bubble where you're allowed to travel. He is in the bubble. 5 seconds faster? Well, you can't be faster. You'd be behind, wouldn't you? Yours. How can yours be 5 seconds faster? Unless this is wrong. Just a minute. I've got another one in the bathroom. Let me just see if this is reading the same. It's possible that this is wrong. 1 minute. Looks like we made it. No. Oh, that's correct. Just a minute. I've got another one. 1 minute. 1 minute. I've got quite a few actually in there. As I've just checked some others, and they're all reading the same. Well, I don't see how you're ahead. That must be possibly not reading the right time there. Oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Never mind. Good. Well, we'll see what happens then. We'll see what happens. I'll tell you what. I will say hello, right? And then put yes in the chat box, and I can see the delay into where you say it. Are you ready? So say yes in the chat box when I say the word. Are you ready? Hello. Seven seconds. Okay, so that's 7 seconds. 7 seconds. Gosh. Well, that's a hell of a lot quicker, isn't it? With this different setting on there. I know Maureen was having... Is anyone else having trouble with the freezing picture? Because Maureen was having a bit of trouble last night. My guess, Maureen, is that it probably sorted itself up. It doesn't in a couple of days. I'd ring the internet people there. Simon. Good morning, Simon. Info scuba diving. Too many clocks spoil the time. I like that. Now, poor Michael Palmer's having a bit... They've got sort of all sorts of lockdowns going on there in Australia. Awful. Rachel's got Friday the 13th on PlayStation 4. What, is that a game? Do they have a game as well where you sort of go around murdering people? I think they do a lot of that in London, and it's not really a game. Usually it's something to do with drugs, I'm afraid. You know, oh, you're on my turf, you've disrespected me, and all those sort of people, dear. I don't know. We don't like to get involved in that sort of thing, dear. We're too old to be doing all that stuff, aren't we? So Michael, what happened to Michael? He got taken away. Did he get taken away? It's very difficult with the borders. I was heading to the doctors as we have a bubble where you were allowed to travel, and I was in that bubble. I must have missed out some of the conversation, Mike. Oh, there he is, Michael. Hello, Mari. I must have missed some of the conversation there. But whatever happens, Michael, I hope you sort that out nice and quickly. I'm sorry you're having a little bit of trouble there, my love. I'm sure you haven't done anything wrong, darling. Don't look like someone who would do something wrong, you know. There we are. Do you think it's all the tins of beans I keep lifting? It might be. This mussels come from nowhere. Mark Bowles, do you like mussels at all, darling? Is that for you? No one else is having picture freezing? No? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. All right, fair enough. It just looks like it's you, Maureen. So my guess is it's something at your end, I'm afraid. It was happening as well last night. Might be worth ringing Talk and getting them to check your line, my love, in case there's like a speed issue or they might be doing some upgrade work. All right, my darling. Sorry about that. Rachel, yes, Friday the 13th, it's a game. You've got to try and get out of town without getting killed. Well, it's like that here. It's like that in Bristol. Mandy and Mick, I tell ya. Oh, dear me. All right, let's do some of these news stories today. End of the world is nigh. Yes, again, it's coming, boys and girls. The end of the world is on its way now. Here we are. We get this every few weeks, don't we? Pastor Begley, who hosts the coming apocalypse on some US channels, claims to have connected the dots between modern day events and their supposed biblical counterparts. His analysis of world affairs has bizarrely left him to believe the clock is ticking for humanity. This is in the day's Daily Express. He said, "We are living in the last days, and it's time that people understand what's going on in these end times." And Pastor Begley has previously linked Bible prophecy to blood moon eclipses and the Maya calendar. Yes. However, none of his apocalyptic predictions have materialised so far, so he might be wrong. And yet the preacher is convinced it's a matter of time before the world as we know it comes to an end. Appearing on the latest broadcast of his show, the preacher read from Matthew 24. So there we are. We've had the prophecy once again, boys and girls, that the world is about to come to an end. And, you know, you don't really need to be religious and looking at Bibles and things like that, really. Korans and all the other religious Bible type things, to have a look around and sort of wonder, well, you know, strange weather, heat like we don't experience. It's on and on, isn't it, this heat? The floods that we seem to get quite a lot. The earthquakes all over the world. This nasty virus that's coming down. It does make you wonder. There just seems to be an awful rows between countries. Big rows between nuclear powers. And you see all this going on. Is it worse than it used to be or not? You know, I suppose in the 70s when we had the Cold War, in the 60s and the 70s, we had the Cold War. But as a child, you didn't really take much notice of that. I wonder if there's some people older than sort of in their 70s who would say to you, well, no, it's always been a bit like this. There has always been lots of things going wrong around us, if you see what I mean. But it does seem to me that there's an awful lot going wrong at the moment. Does it to you at all? And I find it all a bit scary. And yet, if I come out of here and walk over the forest, and to be honest, not at the moment because it's so hot, you know. I do go on my walk or on my cycle, but I find it difficult at the moment. Not breathless or anything like that. In fact, my asthma has practically disappeared since I started using the brown thing that the doctor gave me, you know, the little brown thing and the air spacer. Very, very rarely now do I require the little blue thing. It sits here. You don't see me use this anymore, do you? That's worked really well. Oh, actually, shall I do one of my tests? I haven't done that for ages. This had dropped down to about 450, which is why I rung up the doctor. And he said, "Are you taking the brown thing?" I'm like, "No, I haven't done it for ages." He said, "Try it. It should get it back up to 550. So I haven't done this for months. Yeah, 550. 550, look. Look again. Best of 3 you're supposed to do, aren't you? Yeah. Well, 525. 525. One more. Should I stand up and do this? Am I supposed to stand up? I don't know. Oh, there it goes. 550. There you go. So that has worked. Yeah, we're almost near the top. Let's have a little light and a bell goes off. You know, like those things that you get in a fun fair and you get a big hammer. Bing! And the light goes off. Well, it doesn't when I do it, mind. It doesn't when I do it. Okay, shall I show you these little photographs that someone sent in? Here we go. Let's start off with Mari's photograph. She sent in a little email as well. Just a moment. And Mari writes, "Hi Chris, here's a couple of photos. Don't expect too many likes to show these." We do expect likes. It's okay, Mari. If they don't hit the like button, they don't see the photos. It's as simple as that's how you've got to play this show. If you just ask for likes, you get nothing. Nothing. If you've got something to give, then they pour in. Then they pour in the likes, dear. So don't you worry about that, my love. Don't expect too many likes. No likes, no sherry. But we have likes, so we have sherry. Don't expect too many likes, she says. Last week, I walked to this cute little hamlet called Happy Bottom. Who's a Happy Bottom? Chariots comes to mind again. It's very close to where I live, near Poole in Dorset, I think that is. I think they were expecting you, Chris. The bunting was out. Ah, I'm very, very popular in Dorset, aren't I? The bunting was out. It's a no-through road for vehicles, but just beyond, there are some gorgeous country sidewalks. It sounds like my cup of tea, and here are the photos of Happy Bottom. Happy Bottom. Look, the bunting, they're ready to receive me. Look. Some people must have been parking up there. They've got those wooden things along there. Look at that. Looks lovely. Little bird house this morning. Or perhaps that's a home for midgets. I don't know. Midgets could live there, couldn't they? Although that stool wouldn't be... They'd stand on that stool. They still wouldn't be able to get up there. I love it. What a beautiful looking place. Happy Bottom. Near Poole in Dorset. Thank you very much for that, Mari. You can always send your photographs in, boys and girls. And there's the little midget house. But that stall would not be big enough. Is that a mushroom or a stall there? Thanks so much. If you've got anything to send in, feel free. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. If you ever want to send anything in, I'll be happy to show people that. All right, my loves. And also this week, also last night, for the second time, gang, for the second time, I've had a visitor. He's back. Oh. Now, why hasn't that worked? Oh, how disappointing. It's not worked, is it? Just a minute, something's gone wrong with that. Let's try it again. I shall try and reload this and see what happens. Where's my media source? Media source 9. Stay there. I know my picture's black. You haven't got to tell me. Oh, your picture's gone off. Your picture's gone off. Where is it now? Where is it? Is it this one here? No, I don't think it is. Oh, it's disappeared. Do you know what? I think something's gone a little bit wrong there. Let's just bring me back there for a second. See if I can get that back there. Give me a second and I'll try and sort that. I think I might have accidentally deleted it by accident. I can't find it now. I don't know where that's gone. Maybe I can... Can we sort it by date order or not? Sort by... Date modified. Let's try that. Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Is it... No, it's not. I don't know where that's gone then. How strange and mysterious. How can I do this? I don't think I can do it. No, it's not there. Oh well, we'll have to leave that till tomorrow. What was it? I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll have to tell you tomorrow. How disappointing. I done all ready for you. So you just have to be happy with, I'm sure you are, with Mari's delightful 2 pictures. Thank you very much for sending those in, Mari. Very good morning to LaBelle this morning, your emerald-eyed Majesty of Magic. That sounds nice. Majesty of Magic. Quite like that. Morning to Shania. Bit late this morning. You weren't there last night, Shania. No one got the hymn. Oh, what was the hymn last night? One moment. You missed it. I think it might have been Take My Bread. Take my bread. We ask you take our lives. We are yours. Yours as we stand at the table you set. That one. You weren't there. No one got it, love. No one got it. Maureen's clock is ahead of ours. Thank you, Maureen. All right. She would have got that one. Well, but you weren't there, Shania. You weren't there, love. You weren't there last night. Another story for you here. Do be careful if you see those Google Map things going around. They're like little cars and they've got a pole out the middle of them with a very strange looking camera. It's taking pictures. And if you're with someone that you shouldn't be with, very dangerous. In the Daily Mirror today, a husband who recognised his wife as she got cosy with another man on a bench on Google Maps later discovered she was having an affair after he confronted her over the image. Bad person. Bad person. Having affairs. Who would have affairs away from their wives, Mark Bowles and me? It's okay, Mark. If I see that Google Maps come here, I will grab you and rush underneath a tree for protection. I might be up against a tree anyway. When Google Maps was launched back in 2005, it made the world a far smaller place. And it's wonderful, really. You can go on there, type in something, and you can zoom in and see it. Not quite as good as the virtual reality. I'd love to have a go on one of those virtual reality things and go for a trip in the rainforest or something like that. Rachel's got virtual reality set. Anyway, Google Maps, the tool allows users to visit almost any location on Earth at ground level, although we almost invariably end up heading straight to our own home. So you can type in yourself and see it there. It also captures images of people going about their daily lives, resulting in some hilarious photo files and a few suspicious scenes. Suspicious scenes. One man was left heartbroken when the Street View captured his wife with another man and exposed her affair. I think we'll have to send Mandy round for that one to dish out pain and suffering, Mandy. He's been caught. She's been caught. The images show a row of benches on a pedestrianised path in Lima, the capital city of Peru. Sat on one of the benches is a woman wearing a black top and a white shirt, with a man in a white jumper laid with his head in her lap. Like that. His face is obscured from view and the woman has been blurred out, which is standard practice on Google Maps to protect people's privacy, but it wasn't enough to stop the woman's husband from recognising her when he stumbled across the scene back in 2013, spotting her familiar outfit as he explored the streets. The husband reportedly confronted his wife over what he had seen, and she admitted the affair before the couple later divorced. It was not the first time someone had been left baffled by a finding on Google Maps, after one eagle-eyed user was left in stitches when they came across a funny sight in America and was kind enough as to share their findings online for the rest of us to see. Unfortunately for one woman, it just so happened that Google car drove down the road at the exact moment she took a fall while digging around in her wheelie bin. So watch out for the Google car. Does that permanently just keep driving around places? They must have a team of people, because very quickly pictures become old very quickly, don't they? You know, they come down here. I could be standing outside my house today and Google camera car thing comes down, takes a picture, and I might move, right? I could move the next day, so I wouldn't be here anymore. So you'd be looking, oh, that's where Chris lives. No, it isn't. He's moved. You know, something like that. Presumably these cars I wonder how much they update. Let's have a look at that. See if I can find something there. How often do Google Maps update Street View? Let's have a little look there. See if we can find that out. How often is Google Street View updated? Rule of thumb is that the Street View images are updated once a year. Gosh, really? Blimey. Although it says places that are more difficult to map might not be updated for many years. I've seen places that have not been updated since 2008. Let me just have a look at my house. I wonder when that was updated. One moment. Wonder when that was updated. Is it instant Google Street View? Is that what I'm looking for? Instant Street View. Let's have a look. Anything on there? Oh no, that's not my. Oh, there we are. Let's see what cars are outside there. Can I go that way? Oh, that's old. Oh yeah, June 2012. Well, that's the last time ours was done. June 2012. Yeah, there's a bush there that was cut back ages ago. Gosh, well, it's not updated that quickly at all. It's not very good, is it? You know, if you're not doing something like that, I suppose. Oh. Oh well. Peter Paliwoda, the Google car will have no driver soon. I'm sure you're absolutely right with that, Peter. There'd be just this little thing coming around, taking its pictures, wouldn't it? We won't have to. That'd be a job that goes, wouldn't it? You imagine all those people that will lose their jobs if we get driverless cars. Although I just don't see it happening as easily as that, because it's all very well. I'm sure you can make cars now that will avoid all people and stop if a live object appears in front of it. But what do you do if that live object is a criminal? And they're standing there, you're in the car, right? The car is driving itself. You can't take control of that car anymore. All that's gone. It's all automatic. And then suddenly some bloke appears in front of you with a knife or a gun. Get out the car. No, I'm not getting out the car. So they smash the window and drag you out. See, that's why I don't think it can work. I'd like it to work. I'd like nothing better than to get in a car, push a couple of buttons, and it will whisk me up to my Lincolnshire television studio complex, also known as the Caravan, with fairy lights, security camera, and now external television transmitter. I'd love that. Just type in and then off the car would go. I'm sitting there with my tea, you know, perhaps watch a programme or a film on the television while my car transports me to my destination of choice. Be wonderful. But I can't see it. Can't see it somehow because of that sort of thing. Good morning to DJ Craig. Good morning, DJ Craig. Where have you been? How are your teeth, darling? DJ Craig went abroad and had his teeth done. All bright, sparkling white, dear. Hey, morning, DJ Craig. Nice to see you pop in for a moment or two. Shania was at a meal with the supply priest and a couple of parishioners last night. Well, you could have had the quiz on there, dear. Or am I a secret in your life, Shania? Am I a secret? Am I a little bit too camp for your parish priest? Is that what it is, my love? I don't mind being a secret, Shania. You know, it's a bit embarrassing to know. I'm sure my great nieces and great nephews, it won't be long before I'm embarrassing in front of their friends. You know. I'm not sure great nephew George and great nephew Harry want Uncle Chris to come running over to them outside the school. Harry! And give him a little cuddle like that in front of his friends. I don't mind if I'm a secret. I'm probably a secret in a lot of people's lives, you know. I'm hoping to become a secret in Mark Bowles' life, you know. It's our little secret. Oh, well, not to worry, love. Let's have a look. Park Nest. Did see the next door neighbour on Street View. I still recognise her, even though her face was blurred. She had the dog with her. Yeah, that I don't like that face blurring thing. especially not on the telly. It gets on my nerves. It really gets on my nerves. You get it on things like Can't Pay or Take It Away, that sort of thing. And they do this film and then they blur out the face. Well, can't you just use people who don't want their faces blurred out? It really, there's no programme without seeing the face, is there? Not really. I said, another face blurred out. That gets on my nerves. Just choose people that are happy to appear on the telly. It's not hard. Just ask them. Right. How embarrassing this one. In the Daily Mirror this morning, a student who posed for an innocent photo holding her new clutch bag above her head saw it cause chaos after her friends mistook it for a baby scan. Yeah. Have you ever accidentally said that to someone who's a little bit big? You know. Oh, congratulations. What? On the baby. I'm not pregnant. Oh, have you ever done that? Someone done it to me several times. I might be having one, I think. I'm looking at this now, darling. This lady took a selfie before heading out for a bottomless brunch. We're talking a lot about bottoms this morning, aren't we? Have you noticed that? A bottomless brunch to celebrate her sister's 30th birthday, posing with her new black look clutch bag. She said, "Let's get drunk," in a picture that she put online, without noticing the reflection from the window had changed the bag's appearance. Oh, it's hilarious. She was quickly inundated with messages from friends asking if she was announcing a pregnancy by holding what they thought was an ultrasound above her head. And you can see what's happened here. Let me take a picture of this. It's the reflection. She's obviously got this... Oh, hang on, I put the light on there. One minute. Where are we now? Where's the camera thing? Where's Mark Bowles? He pops on and disappears again, doesn't he? Have you noticed that? There we are. It's probably been caught by his missus again, talking to me. She gets very upset, young Tina. Here we go. Right. So you'll see what I mean. Now, that is actually a bag she's holding up. And it's the reflection of the window, you see? Everyone thought it was a baby scan. Wow. This is from Manchester. She was even forced to delete the image from Twitter, where cruel trolls accused her of faking the pregnancy for attention. Oh dear, and slamming her for going drinking while pregnant. They're all experts, aren't they? Have you seen these people on Twitter and Facebook? You know, when you say something and suddenly everyone's an expert. You talk to my brother-in-law about that, he goes mad. You say something and suddenly you'll get 10 responses for that comment, all different. Everyone's an expert. And then they start rowing with each other, don't they? There was actually, John Parrish would be interested in this. There was an item I saw on the static caravan groups today. Let me see if he's responded to that at all. Here we go. Someone was asking for electric showers for caravans, and someone posted up a link to an electric shower for a caravan, but it was like 12,000 watts, and I thought that's got to be over the limit of the amps that you're getting coming into a caravan. So I put a comment up there. I said I think that's going to blow the fuses in there. It's too much, 12,000. All right, at home, you know, we've got all this electric coming in. You don't have that amount of electric coming into a caravan. You have to be a bit careful on that. So I put a little comment because, of course, I am an expert as well, boys and girls. Mark Bowles has been here all along to pay attention. Well, I haven't said it's very difficult to pay attention, darling, when there are so many uninteresting comments coming in here. I try and skip through and pull out the interesting ones, you know. Poor Mark, he hasn't been noticed. Oh, Mark, love. Well, send me your shorts and then I'll notice you a bit more. I could be sitting here now in your shorts, couldn't I, really? When you think about it. Shania was all eating and did the rosary while the quiz was on. Well, it must have been a blooming big meal, dear. I was here for 2 hours. Almost. What, hour and a half, wasn't it, eh? Hour and a half, something like that. All right. So that's the pregnancy story. What else have we got here? Electric fans. Who's got an electric fan on all night? Are you worried about the cost? Well, don't be. Air conditioning uses a bit more. I think you're probably looking at about £1, £1.20 a day to have your air conditioning on, right? Which sounds a lot. If you was to add that up, you add it on every day for a month, that's going to put on 30 or 40 quid perhaps, I suppose, really, to your electric bill over that period of time. Plus, of course, your normal electric bill on top of that. But a fan, don't worry about it. In the Daily Mirror again, while it's great news the temperature's soaring for those of us making the most of the summer, the weather could spell bad news for our electricity bills. Auto Energy Switching Service Migrate reckons almost half the population use electric fans to help them stay cool during the hot summer nights. And as I said at the beginning of the show, I don't think I've had the air conditioning on all night long for such a long period of time as I am at the moment. Certainly, I think it's been on every night since Saturday, I think, really. The figures suggest overall that means electric fans add £1.7 million a day to the UK energy bills. Now, that's not per person, obviously. That's as a whole. And actually, it's nowhere near as bad as you think. It says on an individual level, things are very reasonable, with the typical electric fan costing 7 pence to run for about 8 hours. So the whole night, you want that fan on all night long? 7 pence. It's not bad, is it? Eh? You're not going to miss that, are you? Surely. Now, I would say to you, never ever have that electric fan pointing at your head, because you'll get it on the neck and you'll wake up in the morning with a frozen neck and you will be in so much pain. Don't do it. Point it at your feet. Point it at your feet or your back or your bum, somewhere like that. No further up than that, because you'll get a bad neck. All right? Feet. I mean, perhaps some of you don't have any covers on at all. I don't know. But if you put your feet out of the duvet and point perhaps your fan on that, that's something, you'll get too cold. You will get too cold. It says it worked out based on the output of a typical fan, about 70 watts, with the average cost of electricity being 18 pence a unit. If you don't want to use a fan or discover you can't get one, there are other ways to stay cool. It says other methods include opening a bedroom window, sleeping without bed covers. I find that difficult, not having a cover on me at all. Do you? I've got to have something over me, you know. Sleeping in separate beds, freezing or filling a hot water bottle with ice water. Well, I wouldn't recommend that. I think you could get frostbite, couldn't you, if you did something like that? Freezing hot water bottles, or switching to a lower TOG-rated duvet. And it gives other information on other ways to keep cool. But as I say, if you've got an electric fan, about 7 pence a night. Don't worry too much about it. It's not a lot of money, is it? All right. Rachel doesn't use covers at all in this heat. No, I'm sort of doing it. Peter Paliwoda lives on £1.20 a day. Where's all that money you must have made in them pubs, Paliwoda? Eh? He was a pub landlord, he was. Did you save any of that money? Did you spend it all, dear? Shania, 4 courses. Gosh, how the other half lived, dear. 4 courses of dinners, dear. There's me happy with a bag of crisps. Dear me. Killer robots. Come across this story a few times. In the Sun this morning, killer robots pose an urgent threat to humanity. They're out there waiting to kill you. Killer robots. The world must come together to stop their development, a grim report warns. Now, didn't who was the clever bloke with who was in a wheelchair? You know, the bloke with the glasses, and he couldn't speak anymore. Very, very highly intelligent man. Passed away a couple of years ago, didn't he? Gosh, I can't remember his name now. How annoying is that? You know what I mean, don't you? And he warned us of this. I remember him warning us this. Human rights experts say the deadly technology, which can lock onto and kill targets without human oversight, should be banned before it's too late. An increasing number of countries want to introduce a ban on fully autonomous weapons in order to prevent the creation of killer robots. The research by Human Rights Watch said 30 countries had now expressed a desire for the introduction of an international treaty which says human control must be retained over the use of force. It says, although it doesn't name the UK among the countries calling for an outright ban on autonomous weapons, the report says the UK policy is that there must always be human oversight when using such weapons. And, you know, I suppose really it doesn't just include, you know, robots that sort of walk around like Robbie the Robot. You remember him in, was it Lost in Space? Something like that. Not just those ones that walk around, but also planes, little planes. And can fly around looking for an enemy and just automatically fire at them. You know. And they go wrong. People would die unnecessarily. I don't honestly see that will be stopped, though. I think certain countries will continue to develop them, and if one country's developed them, then another country who didn't want them in the first place will start developing them as well, you know. We're all waiting to be blown up, aren't we, I suppose. The story goes on in The Sun. Removing human control from the use of force is now widely regarded as a grave threat to humanity that, like climate change, deserves urgent multilateral action, she said. An international ban treaty is the only effective way to deal with the serious challenges raised by fully autonomous weapons. So, I mean, I don't like the idea of robots going around. Mind you, perhaps I can get rid of some of those dodgy characters we got running around beating up policemen and tearing down statues and things like that. Just press a button and get rid of them all. Bye. Then we can go and live peacefully once again, can't we? Going about our quiet business. Robocop coming to a town near you, says Peter Palawoda. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Fran likes to have her covers on too, Chris. You could try an empty no-quilt cover, which I've done before, actually, Fran. Funny you should say that. A very good morning to Cycle Ranger. Thank you very much. Stephen Hawkins was his name. Very, very talented man. I remember an interview with him once, and he was saying he's not afraid of death, although he doesn't want it to happen too quickly, or some words like that. What a very, very clever man he was, wasn't he? Old Stephen Hawkins. Is he on one of the banknotes? I'm not sure if he's on one of the banknotes or not. Okay. Another story here. Smart bricks. We like a technology story. Smart bricks. In the Daily Mail this morning, a smart brick that cost as little as 50 pence. 50 pence to produce can be used to store electricity. Here's a move forward. Just like a battery, may be the future building material of choice, developers claim. Researchers from Washington University found a way to convert simple red bricks they purchased from a local hardware store into energy storage units. I came across this story last night. I'm fascinated by anything like this. Red brick is one of the world's cheapest and most common building materials in use today, but it has been used in the same way for thousands of years, i.e. building houses. By adding a conductive polymer coating to a brick, the researchers were able to transform it into an energy storage device capable of powering an LED bulb. The team say houses of the future could be made using their new version of the fired brick, and it could be used to power lights and other devices within the home. This is great. Chemists who developed the new technology claim just 50 of these bricks within a wall of a building could power emergency lighting for 5 hours. Walls and buildings made out of bricks already occupy large amounts of space, which could be better utilised if given a dual purpose study over a scheme. Wouldn't that be great? So then it goes into sort of technical and what's inside the brick and all that business, which doesn't really interest me, to be honest. But I just think the thought of that. Now, at the moment, I've got solar panels here, but I can't store the electricity, okay? So any excess just goes down the line, and that's it. Night time, I have to buy my electricity, same as you do, okay? you can now buy a battery. You can buy. There's several companies. Tesla were the first ones who brought them out. They call it a power wall, which is like a large battery. They come to your house and they put it on the wall. Thank you very much, and that will charge up during the daytime and release electricity during the day. Not really suitable for me because I don't have a south-facing roof, so I don't get the electric all day long. So there wouldn't be an awful lot to store. So probably pointless me having something like that. Plus, the cost of some of these batteries is a few £1,000s. You know, so you've got to know that, yes, that's worth spending out if it's going to save you money in the long term, you see. You know, but the bricks, you know, if you had houses made of these new bricks that they're developing, you wouldn't need that battery. You could just have your solar panels, I suppose, connected to the bricks, charging it up all day long. Then at night time, you've got your own power. How clever is that? I love technology stories like that. We're going to do the raffle tickets very shortly now. Jason Hughes, Mick Davenport's wired up to his electric street light. That wouldn't surprise me. The gypsies do that, don't they? I've seen that happen. You go to a gypsy site and they're wired into the street lamps outside there. We'll do two more stories, then we'll do the raffle tickets, okay? Now, in the Daily Star this morning, I don't know if you'd want your mum to do this somehow. If my mum was alive, I certainly wouldn't want this video happening. But in the Daily Star this morning, a mum with a very close relationship with her daughter took it to a new level, helping her insert a tube into her bum for colonic irrigation treatment at a spa. Nah, I don't think I'd want my mum to help me do that. I very much doubt my sister would want her mum to do that either. Although she's not here anymore, of course. The duo previously revealed that they like to have showers together every day. Is that a bit creepy? Or is that okay? Are you all right with this? Let me tell you the ages. Mary's 55 and her daughter's 19. I'd have a problem with that. And it says, sitting by the poolside, the daughter, is it the daughter, Brittany? Brittany's the daughter, is it? Brittany says she's self-conscious about her weight after dropping several pounds following a gastric sleeve operation that removed part of her stomach. What's this got to do with the story? Hang on a minute. Oh, I see. I see what's happening. Yeah, okay. Sitting by the poolside, she's self-conscious about her weight. Understanding her daughter's anxieties, the mother suggested a rather novel way for Brittany to feel less bloated. How about getting colonic irrigation done? She blurts out. Not only does it refresh you, but it makes you feel lighter. Does it? Ooh, I might have some of this myself then. Mind you, I've got a hose outside. Surely I can do it myself, can't I? Brittany reluctantly agrees to give it a go. As they're led into the colonic room at a spa, the owner walks Brittany and Mary through each step of the procedure, explaining how to self-administrate the lubricated nozzle. It's going to feel like some water coming in and some pressure building, and then the urge to go is going to happen, and you're just going to start going, she says calmly, the lady working it. Mary shows Brittany how it's done, confidently putting the tube in place. As the pressure starts building, Mary grabs her daughter's hand, much to Erin's bewilderment. Mary and Brittany are the first mother and daughter that I've seen holding hands while they were getting colonic irrigation done. Next up, it's Brittany's turn, and she says, I would never be able to do a colonic cleanse without my mum by my side. Mary takes a hands-on approach to assist her daughter, and she helps to administer the equipment. Is this something that we need to have done? How much are these? About 50 quid? Yes, she's ready. So Mary, hang on. As Mary and Brittany work together to get the nozzle in place, Erin walks in to start the machine and asks if Brittany's ready to proceed. Yes, she's ready, Mary answers. It was a little hard. I helped her, get the tube in. Throughout the procedure, Mary continues to egg her daughter on, coaching her through her first colonic. If you feel it, the pressure, I want you to bear down just like you're going. Like that. Holding her daughter's hand. Mary even starts to push down on Brittany's tummy, encouraging her to release the pressure. Once the procedure is finished, Mary helps her up. I was so glad we could do this together. Is that something that you'd let your mum do, perhaps? What do you reckon? I don't think that's one for me. Mick Davenport says, I have a hose pipe and a Henry Hoover. Will that work? Video it, try it out and let us know, Mick. We'd appreciate you sending the video to that one in there. Okay? I think that's a little bit of a worry. Peter Paliwoda, bustyourcolon.com. A&E. Yeah, possibly. Michael Lawrence is having breakfast. Well, you enjoy that. Rachel says some people flush their intestines out with coffee. Yeah, I heard that. I hope it's not too hot at the time. Is there a particular brand you should use, Rachel, do you think? I don't know. Peter Paliwoda thinks it's quite sick. Yeah, me too, really. Me too. Right, Shania. Is she talking about the carnival? Oh, it's the carnival. Yeah. What the hell is wrong with people? Says Tony King. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Poor Shania's got nothing to do. They should be sorting out the carnival there, shouldn't they? Right, one more story, and we'll do the raffle tickets. Proposing to your girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whatever, in the metro this morning. This one. Rick Ash, 52, a professional stuntman, decided to get down on one knee while his back and legs were covered in flames. He set fire to himself. His girlfriend, 48, was left speechless by the stunt, but eventually regained her composure enough to say yes. Oh, how lovely. Young love going together. Young love. Hello, young lovers, wherever we are. Yes. Katrina knew Ricky from Nottingham would be set alight, but thought she was just taking part in a photo shoot and had no idea he would propose. She was told that the photo shoot was for a piece about an NHS nurse finding love and even turned up in her nurse's outfit. And I know some of the fellas, you like that, don't you? A little nurse's outfit, French maid's outfit, something like that. I can wear all these things for Mark if he wants me to. Little Fred, would you like the nurse's outfit, the French maid's outfit? Which one do you want me to wear? When he was set on fire, I saw his hand in his pocket. Dirty bastard. Oops. Sorry, I said a bad word, then a bad word. I'll read that. Well, I'm sorry. It just looks like that. That's what it says in the paper. When he was set on fire, I saw he had his hand in his pocket. Oh, really? Shocking what they do. I thought, what are you doing? Get your hand out your pocket. I would think the same thing. I hope you've all got your hands above your table while you're watching this. No one should be watching this from their bed. All of a sudden, he took out this ring. Oh, it's so nice. After getting over the shock, Katrina eventually said yes. Bless. Isn't that nice? But that's an unusual way to do it, isn't it? Set yourself alight. Hello? Flames pouring off. Will you marry me? I like it. Alrighty. Gang, who wants a raffle ticket? Please speak now. If you want a raffle ticket, Maureen gets ticket number 461. 461 there. Anyone else want a Ringle? Oh, thank you very much. Time for pills. I just saw someone say pills. Thank you very much. Maureen 40. What did I say? Maureen 461. John Aitken 462. Mick Davenport 463. Oh, where's that gone? Mick Davenport. Tony King 464. Mark Bowles 465. Paul and Lou 466. Denise 467. Rachel 468. Gavin 469. Fran 470. Joe Woodruff 471. Gary Ross 472. Shania 473. Michael Lawrence 474. Simon Steele 475. Anyone else for a raffle ticket, darlings? Have I missed anyone out? Please speak now. Please speak now or forever hold thy tongue. We've got that little game of bingo coming up very shortly this morning as well. Gives you a chance to get another raffle ticket, you lucky things. Michael Pullman, thank you. 476. Diane Jebb, 477. Anyone else been missed? Please speak now. Right, let's do... Oh, hang on. Marilo, 478 for Mari. Anyone else been missed out? Please speak now. Let's just do today's birthdays while we're sitting here nice and peacefully. Happy birthday on this Wednesday, the 12th of August, 2022. Ashely Yeo, 30 years old. Ashely Yeo, 30 years old. Nice chap. I worked with him in the that place near Marble Arch. I can't remember what it's called. The City of Quebec. That was a good laugh in there. Happy birthday, Ashely. Happy birthday to Julian Petit. Julian. Greetings, Julian. Long time no see. Happy birthday. Janet Crocker today is 64 years old. Hazel Ryder. And I beg your pardon. Hansel Ryder is 36 years old today. And Vicky Carol Price, little Vicky. Happy birthday to all of you. Don't forget, we've still got the coronavirus. Wash those hands. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. To you and you and you. Remember, keep washing those hands. It could save your life. It's interesting, actually. Oh, two more tickets to give out there. Andy. Good morning, Andy. 479, Andy. And Jason Hughes, 480. Okay. All our tickets done now for the morning, I think. Excellent. Someone else is going to win a ticket. It's interesting, the whole hand washing thing. I have to tell you, I was doing that before any of the nastiness started happening. Yeah, literally. I mean, last year I was washing my hands. I'd heard that there was something, when we first had that thing. I'm like, right, I'm going to make... Well, I always have done, actually. I always washed my hands several times when I was at work. You know? Like, so if I was doing like 8:30 to 12 o'clock, which was the karaoke time on a Friday, within the space of that time, I would have gone behind the bar and washed my hands at least 4 times. And people used to laugh at me, why are you washing your hands again? And I'm, really, like that, scrubbing away, I used to do that anyway, and I do wonder if that helped in not perhaps going down as badly as some people, and worse, as you well know. And the other thing I started doing as soon as we heard about the virus was spraying the microphones. Anyone who went to the karaoke nights, Maureen would tell you that, will have seen me spraying the microphones. To be honest, not in between every single person, sort of every 20 minutes, which probably, in hindsight, wasn't enough. You know, should have done it in between every single person, but there we are. Rachel yesterday was tested yesterday at work, doing great work, keeping an eye on the virus. I think they're doing their best. You know, it's a thing where no one knows really what to do, isn't it? No one really knows what to do they? It's just all guesswork, but they're getting on with it and doing the best I can. I don't think it would have mattered who was in charge, really, to be honest. You know, whoever was in charge, the other side would have been shouting that they're doing it wrong or whatever. Gets on my nerves. Alrighty, let's have our daily game of bingo now, boys and girls. A daily game of bingo. All right, you should have a little bingo card arrived in your little inbox earlier, and he awaits the bingo numbers to come up. Why are they not coming up? 1 minute. Oh, maybe I haven't got the program open, have I? Oh, yes, I have. I've got the program open. Why isn't that? Oh, perhaps I haven't set the current game. Hang on, set game. There we go. Let's try that now. Try that now. Is that going to work now? No. Where's my bingo board gone? How strange. Wow, that's really odd, isn't it? We had something else not working earlier, didn't we? Was something else with the cat video? That wasn't working either. Why is that not coming up then? Let's try something else. Bingo. Let's try that one. See. Oh, there we are. There you go. There you go. That's up there. Does that one work there now as well? There we go. We're on. Good. I must have had the wrong thing set there. Good. Anyway, we're up there now and working, boys. Very strange. I wonder if the cat video will work now then. Hang on a minute. Let me... No, that still don't work. That still don't work. Oh, very strange this morning. I'll have a little bit of work to do after the show today and get my other bits and pieces sorted. Okay. All right. As always, now we've got... I'm trying a different setting on the video coming to you today. And I'll be able to check later on whether it's affected the quality of it or not. It says it's on an ultra-low latency, which means your messages should get to me quicker than they usually do. Obviously, as always, I don't read out every single message. I try and pull out the more interesting ones for you, and it's impossible to see everything flashing away in front of me all the time. So on a normal show, I wouldn't have this setting on, but I've put it on today with the thinking that I will probably... If this works as I want it to work, I will use it on Sundays just for the bingo game, so the messages get to me quicker. That's the whole idea of that. All right. John's off to Tesco's. Have a nice time, John. Cheerio, dear. So we'll see if that works. We'll see what it works. Here comes the numbers then. Mark off all the numbers on your card and shout bingo in the chat box as quickly as you can if you win. All right? You only have 1.5 minutes to do that. I'm hoping that your bingo shout will get to me within 10 seconds if your clock is the same as ours. Remember, you must have the same time roughly. Here's the time, right? There's the exact time there, my darlings. All right, you need to be almost on that time there. That's coming there, okay? If you're way behind the time on the clock there, have a look at your clock. It needs to be almost the same as that. If you're way behind, then your bingo shout won't get to us in time, okay? I really should do that sort of 10 minutes before the bingo, which would give you a chance to sort of reset your computer or something before we go. All right, here we go then, boys and girls. Eyes down. Here comes your first number, and the winner, of course, receives an extra raffle ticket. And with a chance to win one of our fridge magnets or stickers, the choice is yours. All right? Here comes your first number, 6 and 5, 65. Have we got the bingo board up? Can you see that? There it is, 6 and 5, 65. Ready? All the threes, 33. 20, blind 20. Boris's Den, number 10. No four corners, Mark. No, dear. Full house. How many times, dear? The only four corners I want you to see is the four corners when I'm face down on your... It doesn't matter. 4 and 5, 45. 4 and 8, 48. All the 5s, 55. 7-0, blind 70. 8 and 6, 86. 4 and 6, 46. 2 and 7, 27. 7 and 5, 75. 1 and 4, 14. 4 and 2, 42. All the ones, legs 11. All on its own, little number 7. Five and 3, 53. 8 and 9, 89. 4 and 1, 41. 2 and 1, 21. 2 and 5, 25. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack, Denise. 8 and 2, 82. 50, blind 50. Now look, that message came up really quick from Denise. I think this might work with the Bingo Sunday. This is a great find that I discovered last night accidentally. All on its own, little number 6. 40, blind 40. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. 2 fat, morbidly obese Chris's, 88. Poor Shania. She's got no numbers yet, have you, my love? 1 and 6, sweet 16. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 4 and 7, 47. All the 7s, 77. 2 and 9, 29. 8 and 1, 81. 7 and 3, 73. Oh, this definitely has worked. Because what I have next to me there is a monitor of what's going on. And it shows me roughly at the same time as what you're watching. And that does seem to be working very well, this. 8 and 5, 85. What a wonderful discovery. All on its own, number 5. 6 and 8, 68. Oh, Rachel's doing jokes now. What's black and white and red all over? A badger at a tomato fight. 5 and 8, 58. 5 and 6, 56. 3 and 4, 34. 1 and 2, 12. 6 and 3, 63. All on its own, number 9. 5 and 4, 54. 1 and 9, 19. One fat, morbidly obese Chris. Number 8. 3 and 8, 38. 7 and 8, 78. 7 and 9, 79. 2 and 4, 24. 8 and 3, 83. 1 and 5, 15. 6-0, blind 60. 6 and 2, 62. All the 4s, droopy drawers, 44. 3 and 9, 39. What's with all these jokes coming in this morning? Why did the tomato blush? He saw the salad dressing. What is the tallest building in the world? The library, because it has more stories. What's all these jokes coming in this morning? 6 and 7, 67. All on its own, little number 1. All on its own, little number 3. 3 and 6, 36. 6 and 4, 64. 5 and 7, 57. 3 and 2, 32. All on its own, number 4. We have a winner on number 4. And we have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. Let's see if that person is here. Are they here? Is anybody there? Hello, are you there? Hello? Da, 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 da. Come on, gang. Who's won? Was it you? Is it you I'm looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are. And I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely? Or is someone loving you? Tell me how to win your heart. 'Cause I haven't got the clue. So let me start by saying I love you. Eh? Anyone else? Da 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 da. Not here? Thank you, Mark. I look forward to when I can give a personal appearance, a personal performance for you. And I hope you'll one day be giving a personal performance for me as well, young Mark. Thank you very much. No one here? Paul and Lou only need a single number, I know. Oh, what a shame they're not here. Okay. We're still looking for a winner, boys and girls. Here comes your next exciting number. 4 and 9, 49. 5 and 2, 52. 3-0, blind 30. 7 and 1, 71. Oh, this is exciting, look. 2 and 3, 23. Top of the shop, blind 90. 7 and 6, 76. 3 and 5, 35. 8-0, blind 80. 7 and 4, 74. And he's not here because he's sent in the... Guess who won that one? Peter Wright. But he's not here. I'm so happy. Make sure you tell him tomorrow. He sent me a message earlier. He's not here today. Actually, I don't think he's here tomorrow either. Oh, that's pleased me no end. That really has. Peter Wright's won and he's not here to claim the prize. I'm so happy. Can you tell? Carrying on. 1 and 7 at 17. I'm not a nasty person, honestly. 1 and 7, 17. 5 and 1, 51. This is going on a bit, isn't it? 7 and 2, 72. Still no winner. 8 and 7, 87. Still no one. 6 and 9, 69. We have a winner on 69. 2 winners on 69. 3 winners on 69. 4 winners on 69. 5 winners on 69. Well, one of you must be there. Quickly. Look at that. Michael Lawrence. Wow. Well, that works. We found a new method to do the bingo now. That absolute... Did you see how quickly that came in there? Well, why it's a shame it took us a year to discover that setting, really. That is absolutely brilliant. Look how quickly that works now. Gosh. For those of you that would be interested, there it is. There's a setting. For those of you that are interested on YouTube, there's 3 settings. There's normal latency, and I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what that means. There's normal latency, which this show was on before today. There's low latency, and there's ultra low latency. Okay? But it does say it doesn't support 1440p resolution, so I don't know. It's all right for the bingo show, isn't it? Does anyone notice, apart from Maureen, who's got a little bit of a problem with her internet today, unfortunately, has anyone noticed, particularly on anyone watching on a large screen, have you noticed today there's been a bit of a deterioration in the quality of the picture? Because it may cause that, but I think we'll get away with it on the bingo there. But you were straight in there with that bingo. I barely started the clock. What do we do? 1 second or something like that? Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. So let's check these numbers now. Michael Lawrence first in there. Let's have a look there. Who was first in there? Let me just go up a little bit. Joe was there first. Look at that. Joe Woodrow first in there. Okay, so here's the numbers. 7, 8, 12, 16, 27, 30, 39, 48, 50, 51, 69 was the last number, Joe. 72, 77, 80 and 81. Well done, Joe. Ticket number 481 for you, Joe. Don't forget to write down your ticket numbers. Gives you an extra chance to win the fridge magnet on Monday. All right, Joe? Have you won a fridge magnet yet, by the way, Joe? I can't remember. I know you've won, haven't you? But a fridge magnet? I can't remember now. Anyway, well done, Joe. Moving down, Michael Lawrence has claimed bingo as well. Yes, 6, 17, 20, 21, 34, 45, 49, 56, 59, 68, last number 69, 70, 76, 80 and 90. Well done, Michael Lawrence. Ticket number 482 for Michael. All right. There you go, Michael. Well done, Michael. Michael Pullman claiming there. There he is. His numbers 3, 15, 21, 22, 34, 45, 47, 51, 57, 68, last number 69, 70, 73, 80 and 87 for Michael Pullman. Ticket number 483, young Michael. All right. It's the most claims we've had in a game, I think, isn't it? Jason Hughes, indeed. Jason, all those people won. Hang on, where's Jason Hughes' one? Jason Hughes, here we go. 6, 15, 22, 24, 35, 47, 48, 52, 56, 68, last number 69, 72, 74, 82 and 90 for Jason Hughes. Ticket number 484 for you, Jason. Well done, Jason. Is that anyone else? Poor Paul and Lou. They only need one number for so long. All these people won, and they still haven't won. Oh, I'm sorry, love. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just how it is. You are losers. Losers. Oh, it's not funny. I wish you'd win something. I really wish you'd... You've been there for so long now and still not won anything. Oh, never mind. Well done, you lot. Retro Restart, was it 14 seconds for you? I'll tell you what, Martin, that's my brother-in-law Martin there. I literally called, I said there's a winner. I went to start the clock and bang, someone was there with bingo. So that really works well. But I want to know if anyone's noticed a deterioration in the quality on a large screen at all, perhaps. Paul and Lou are going to try treading in dog poo later to see if it brings them luck. Can I recommend you don't do that in bare feet? It's really not pleasant. And once you get that smell, it's just horrendous. It really is. Joe's going to try and not win the rest of the week. Shania still hasn't got a fridge magnet yet. Well, you never know, Shania. Maybe next week, my love. Maybe next week. Joe indeed has got a magnet there. Oh, Christ, you're all chatting at the top there. I missed all these messages. Oh, well, I was doing the bingo at the time then, weren't I think, really? I just want to know. Andy, I'm on a large screen. Everything looks the same for me. Okay, Andy, then that's the answer. If it looks the same for you, then it'll look the same for everyone else, we'll assume. Anyway, I'll be able to check back a little bit later on the... oh, sorry, there's the bingo board. Did you want to... Why have I got that bingo board still up there? Oh, for reading the numbers. You wanted to check the numbers. There you go. Can have a quick look at that. As you can see, you know, there's not many numbers left to go, really, was there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There was only 10 numbers left to go. If you didn't win, then I'm sure your numbers... Probably, if you have a little look carefully there, Paul and Lou, you know, you'll probably spot your number up there somewhere, won't you, my love? All right, so just have a little look at that before I go today. Okay? Give you a good look at that screen there, Paul and Lou. Dear. I'm shocking sometimes, aren't I? Anyway, that's it for the show today. What have I got to do? I might go to Aldi later. I'm running a bit low on Aldi burgers, which I quite like. Although some sort of red stuff, it's probably beetroot comes out of them, a bit of grease comes out of those. It is a bit of a job to clear the to clean the George Foreman grill whenever I do those burgers, but they are very nice. So I might go to Aldi tonight. I'll go tonight, you know, late night. I think I might be making a camp vile stew today, depending on whether I've got all the ingredients or not. I'm not sure. I found frozen mushrooms the other day, topped up frozen mushrooms, which I thought I might try out. Those there. I like to keep the freezer topped up, you know. I do like to keep the freezer topped up. There's so much in that freezer, I can't tell you. So many vegetables and stuff like that, you know. One of those things. Anyway, have a lovely day, boys and girls. A pleasure, as always, to be chatting to you on this Wednesday morning. And let's do it all again tomorrow morning, around about 8:45. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.